So today's video I'm going to be talking about what I learned when I was studying abroad in England. So this time last year, September 2014, I was planning on moving to England. I was packing around this time. I was like frantically making sure I had everything I needed before I was leaving for an entire year. My first lesson is that being older doesn't change the fact that moving to a new place is really hard. I was pretty confident that moving to England was going to be easy. I was going to adjust really quickly, and I was completely wrong. I was actually homesick for the first few months, I would say. I had a really hard time adjusting to a new culture. I was completely culture shock. I don't know why I didn't expect it. I just didn't expect how hard it would be to get used to everything. I mean, I didn't understand what anyone was talking about for like at least the first month. And I mean the way British people kind of talk to each other and the slang that they use or the type of words that they use. I mean, it was a great experience overall, but definitely that first few months was really hard to cope with. Things that kind of make you feel really lost when you're in a new country, in a new environment. So the second lesson that I learned was how to cope with not believing in myself. I had to deal with my own self-doubt. I had to deal with my own stress in a healthy way. So I just learned that I had to make the best of it while I was there. So it was my senior year in college, or should I say uni, when I studied abroad in England, and it was really stressful. I mean, I wanted to do well in all my classes. I wanted to make sure my GPA wouldn't be affected when I got back to the States, and that I would graduate. I am lucky enough to say I did get to study abroad, especially in my last year in college. I mean, it's incredible that I even got accepted to Bristol. I honestly did not expect to get accepted to Bristol. That was my number one choice. I had no other choices when I applied. I knew I wanted to go to Bristol. I just didn't want to settle for anything less. I mean, there were a bunch of other colleges I could have studied abroad at in England, but Bristol honestly stood out for me. Their sociology program was just amazing. The classes that they offered are definitely different from what they offer here. But I managed. I sought help. I read books, a lot of self-help books, a lot of positive books. I continued my practice with yoga. I've been doing yoga for about 4 years now on my own, taking classes. I joined a Bikram studio in Bristol. They were amazing. I honestly loved all the staff and all the instructors and all the other yogis that I met while I was there. I also opened up to my flatmates. I tried to make new friends when I was struggling with a lot of issues, personal issues, and I tried to be more social. I want to go hang out at the pubs or get a pint of beer or just get some food with friends. So that really helped to dealing with the fact that I was going through a tough transition in my life. Moving on to the third lesson that I learned while studying abroad at Bristol. So being at a new university meant I had to make new friends. I tend to be shy. I mean, with my close friends, I'm definitely not shy. But yeah, meeting new people is a bit of a struggle, especially when I moved to a new country. So I wasn't social for a while when I was the first few months because I was just really homesick. I did join societies, which are clubs. And I met new people. I made more effort in classrooms talking to other students, getting to know them, and not being shy. I obviously felt a bit insecure at some times just because I didn't really know anyone, and some of the students in the classrooms were a bit cliquey. But overall, I met awesome people in the class, and they didn't make me feel nervous just because I didn't have a cool British accent. The fourth lesson that I learned while studying abroad in England was don't take the sun for granted. And when I say don't take the sun for granted, it's such a silly lesson, but the weather definitely affects our mood, and I definitely miss the sun for felt like weeks sometimes. But once that sun comes out, it's going to be a good day. The last lesson is to remind yourself to have fun. When you move to a new place, to a new environment, it's really hard not to miss what you had back home. Like for me, I missed all my friends, my boyfriend, my family, all the familiarity of being in a place for so long and not having that when you move to another country. I also wanted to have some fun stories to share when I moved back home, so I definitely wanted to make those awesome memories with lots of people I might not see again or won't see for a while. I hope that these 5 lessons helped anyone who's watching this who's going through a tough transition in their lives. Either they moved to a new place, starting school again, or just being in a new environment. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, let me know that you liked it, and subscribe. Bye!